Disclaimer! Crossing the Line is not a show intended to bully or harass anyone. Do not go out of your way to find or mess with the authors featured on our podcast. They make what we do possible, and we love them. And you. Thanks. Enjoy. Say you were approached by a company that's looking to capitalize on the money that comes out of streaming.
Well, that wasn't nearly as fun as I was hoping.
Well, the company says, alright, we're going to give you 1 million followers on Twitch because we can just buy them.
Oh, shit.
And we'll put you on the front page. But you have to stop making porn because it's bad for business. So whatever you do on stream, it has to be entertaining to make our company look good. It can't be porn. What would you do?
I wouldn't do it.
Think about it. All you have to do is lay back and eat some Cheez-Its on stream and make millions of dollars.
Yeah, but then, like, someone else is in control. They can just take it from me whenever they feel like it.
Alright, they also make it so porn's not allowed on Twitter anymore.
I'd just go somewhere else.
They also
Wear
make
a
it
pillow for it.
Pillow for Newgrounds, there's options.
I suppose you'd still have your following, so it wouldn't really matter.
Right.
Okay, I'll change the question to, if you had to entertain a stream with millions of viewers, what would you do to do that?
Let's see, how would I entertain them?
Yeah, what would you do to keep that audience?
Let's see, I'd probably do food reviews.
I gave you the option to do the porn again, and you choose to do food reviews?
Well, if I'm gonna do a Twitch, I'm gonna do something different. I can't just do drawing as well.
Yeah, why would he take hours out of his day to draw one thing when he could just review hamburgers?
Like, okay, alright, you have to. It's like, alright, I'll just review food. That shit's easy, you're right.
Give us a review of Taco Bell's new beef burrito.
It's pretty good. I would say, compared to some of the items they've shoehorned into their value menu, it's probably the best they could have done for, like, just a $1 menu item. It's beef, cheese, and, like, a jalapeno sauce. It's pretty good. As, like, an accompaniment to, like, their boxes, which, at the moment, their first box for their, like, cold open of their new menu is, like, really shitty, because they're just doing a big nachos box instead of, they got rid of the Nacho Supreme, or whatever it was called.
Nacho soup?
Not the Nacho Soup.
It's Nacho Supreme?
I mean, if you don't get to your house quick enough, that's basically what it becomes, to be fair. They got rid of their Nachos Grande, that's what it's called. The Nachos Grande, and they replaced it with a box that's just a bunch of... It's a big box of nachos with double the beef and cheese and beans and all that shit. And, like, that's not a good deal compared to any of their other boxes, because, like, their other boxes had the entree, a taco, a dessert, and a drink. This one is just the drink and the nachos. And, like, the nachos just aren't good enough on their own to really sustain a box. You know what I mean?
Wow, you really could do this on Twitch.
Thank you for tuning into the pilot episode of Blue Feeds.
Yo, I'm so hungry. There's my tagline.
You can
Running on empty.
You can do at most one episode a week because of your diet.
You're right.
It's fine. That's fine.
It's okay. I can do 3 meals a day that day.
You just stock up on footage.
There we go.
Yeah.
You're in the same shirt for 3 episodes.
For like a month.
Yeah, you can tell. I have a stain from each meal. That's how you can tell.
It's a neck down mukbang.
Oh, God.
It's like Super Mario Drive-In, where he just films them all in the same day.
Nothing is like Super Mario Drive-In.
You don't want to be like Mario Drive-In.
Not very super.
Especially when you're not playing a character.
I just meant in regards where you do it all in the same day.
Oh, okay.
He's exclusively buying dollar menu items.
I just
Single dollar menu items.
I just go into the drive-thru and I play Mario without the costume.
It'd be annoying.
Hello! It's me, Mario!
Remember that time we walked around in Publix as Luigi and Donkey Kong?
Yeah, we managed to get there for like 5 minutes. We got past the deli before the manager came and said, I need you guys to leave. Is there any way you can take the mask off?
He didn't say leave. He just said, "Can you take your mask off?" Because I was wearing a big gorilla costume. This was in like 9th grade. We couldn't. Steven's dad dropped us off at Publix because we couldn't drive. And he said, "All right, have fun." We said, "Okay, we're ready to go." This was fun.
It was cool. There was a sandwich maker, and he like gave us a thumbs up and said, "Oh shit, it's Luigi and it's Mario and Donkey Kong." Oh my god, he's probably the one that got us caught.
Probably.
That was fun. Then we got back, and my dad's like, "Yeah, I thought something like that would happen, but."
I guess he was just bored enough to drive us to Publix for that and that alone.
Gotta give it up for parents for driving their kids anywhere. It's annoying.
Very true.
Welcome to Crossing the Line, a fanfiction podcast where we read, review, and critique fanfiction for your listening pleasure. I'm your host, George G. Poole, and I'm joined by my 2 other equal hosts.
V_vlogs / twitch.tv under V_vlogs.
I'm Blue Breed. Go on Twitch. I'm hungry.
You're wearing your Liftmaster shirt, I see.
That's true. It's true.
You recording a secret video later?
Yeah, it's my Twitch shirt.
Twitch TV / Liftmaster.
Hell, there we go. Perfect.
Welcome to the One Piece episode, where we talk about One Piece, and we talk about girls in 2 pieces.
Oh shit.
Now that we're finally past the time skip, all collectively, we can read stories about One Piece.
Yes, Stephen Bluebreed, who didn't introduce himself with his name for some reason.
I thought Blueberry did not.
You didn't say Stephen, though. How are we supposed to know I'm saying your name?
I'm Blueberry.
I guess that's
Episode 66!
My name is Steven. I'm sorry.
Elias and I are both caught up to One Piece.
Yes.
Steven has been taking the trek with me again, so I'm on a second watch through of it, so he can get all 3 of us there. And we just got past the time skip, so we figured it's finally a safe time to dive into the One Piece fan fictions and hopefully not worry about spoiler content.
Yeah,
It's true.
So what's everybody think of One Piece? Who's your favorite One Piece waifu?
Let's see here. Waifu. There's a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I guess out of the main crew, Robin. Let's see here. In like general, as like all of the people we've seen, I guess the one non-member crew I would like. That's a tough one. Jesus Christ.
I'd say of the crew, I like Robin. I like a lot of the characters in Wano right now, also. But I won't name anybody specifically out of fear of giving away too much.
Like the E-Thought?
The E-Thought? Oh, the, like, number 1 brothel girl in town.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
She's a national treasure.
She's beautiful. But I like, I really can't say, but...
Fake Robin.
There's more characters.
Fake Nami.
No.
Fake Robin is just a fucking like.
She's nothing.
She's like a flea market vendor or some shit.
She got bagged.
I wonder what happened to her. She's like the one member that survived, technically.
Just like her backstory.
Oh no.
Watch out for One Piece spoilers up to time skip, by the way, listeners.
I guess I like Boa a lot, honestly. She's cute.
She is the most beautiful woman in the world.
That's true.
Let's see. There's like another character I know just by being a fucking hentai person and like it gets shoved down my throat a lot. Carrot. The fucking bunny woman.
Oh, yeah.
Carrot's nice. Let's see.
The furry.
Oh, I like Sanji's wife in Whole Cake Island.
He gets a wife?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I just said...
Yeah, Sanji becomes king of the world. He marries the queen of the world. Just kidding.
Whoa.
That doesn't happen.
Oh. Let's
Sanji
see.
doesn't get married either.
Sigh. Alas, alas.
But he might.
Perona. It's another good one.
Oh yeah, Perona's great.
I think on the merit that I just bought a figure of her, I have to go with Perona, but I do also really like Marguerite and Boa and Nami and Robin and Khalifa.
Kalima.
I had to, my brain had to remember between Khalifa and Caulifla.
Yeah.
I also like Big Mom's oldest son. He's cool.
He is pretty attractive. I liked Sanji before they thickened his neck.
Let's see.
I must say, on the second watch through of One Piece, I appreciate Zoro much more than I did before.
Same.
Because when I first started watching through this, I was still in high school, so you kind of just gun through it without thinking about anything. So I'm kind of glad I'm able to watch it again and really pick up on stuff I missed before.
Zoro's like the one non-energetic character in the entire crew. He's like the one character who has quiet moments.
Frankie is a menace to society.
Of all the redesigns for the time skip, his is so overkill, I can't believe it.
It's so bafflingly different.
I was so upset. I was excited when he clicked his nose and he got his pompadour back. I was like, oh shit, thank God. But then it cut to the next scene and it was gone. I was like, come on! That's like 2 of his 7 fucking defining features.
He needs his funny hair gag, along with as many other robot gags.
I'm sure it'll get used a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Chopper's grown on me. I like his new design a lot. He's rounder. He's cute.
Mm-hmm. If you notice, he's just wearing a beanie over his old hat.
Oh.
He's got a bag head. Let's see. I like Usopp's new design a lot. I like that he's got the dad bod. He's all torso. His arms are still really skinny.
Yeah, there's definitely a post-time skip shift in which fans' characters like best. I mean, which characters fans like best, blah, 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 blah. And Usopp does have a lot of good character development. He's great post-time skip. I mean, he's great pre-time skip, too. Yeah. I guess it's just easy to discount Usopp because he's got a funny nose and he has a high-pitched voice.
Right.
Well, because, Water 7's his main shining point in the entirety of, pre-time skip.
Yeah.
Which he is the crux of that whole arc, but even so.
It is what it is. It's where he finds his calling, essentially. It's what cements his place in the crew for the most part.
And then Garp threw cannonballs at his grandson. He took his jacket off and said, "Bring me cannonballs."
Come here.
Oh, I also like the lady from Impel Down.
Domino.
Yeah.
Domino.
No, wait. The Dominatrix one?
Yeah.
That's not Domino, that's
Oh, I forget her name.
Not Cindy.
Candy?
No, not Candy.
I like Jewelry a lot. I hope she's alive.
Oh, Jewelry Bonnie?
Jewelry. I hope she's fucking alive. Holy shit, that was upsetting. Immediately getting caught by the Blackbeard.
And then they bailed when Akainu showed up.
Oh my god. He tried to make her be his girlfriend, and then she fucking hit him. He's like, oh, why are you indecent? My crew's already indecent. What's wrong with you?
Sadie-chan.
Sadie. Yeah, sadistic. That's what we should have known. Okay.
Yeah, she has a big tongue and Lee Kanker hair.
That's true.
That's one way to put it.
She kind of reminds me of Miss Bellsworth or whatever.
Miss Bellum.
Miss Bellum, yeah.
Ivankov is a waifu.
Ivankov's pretty cool. I like Inazuma in his Gal form. Honestly, Inazuma's ult is pretty cool. I like his scissors gimmick.
That's
his
fun.
scissor fruit.
I like how he exists inside of Ivankov's eyebrow or afro.
Same. I like that he's perpetually holding a fucking wine glass. That's my favorite part of his freaking character design.
I remember you were mortified when Ivankov stuck his fingers in that man and turned him into a woman.
That was upsetting as hell. He just made him a girl for no reason.
Oh, he had a reason. It was because he wanted to.
I cannot argue.
Does anyone else have anything about One Piece they'd like to add before Steven gets us started? It's been a while since you started.
Yeah,
Okay.
I planned on making videos on my vlogs channel years ago about all the One Piece games, and I never finished those just because the videos were annoying to edit. Because a couple of them were Japanese only, and trying to find YouTube clips from people playing those games was really hard. And then I got like some ROMs hacked that I could play, and there's like a couple of the games. The only way I was actually able to see most of them was by playing them, and they were just poor Japanese translations. And if they even worked, they were pretty broken. And they're really long because they're RPGs, and I was just like, this is going to be too hard to do justice, so I gave up. Maybe one day they'll all be better translated and I can do that.
I'm sure.
At least play them.
I'm sure we can find some One Piece fan site that has, like, full translations.
You can get official English translated WonderSwan carts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I bring that up because we also played a lot of the One Piece games. We've played the party games on GameCube.
Pirate Carnival is very funny.
It'll be a grand battle.
Played Pirate Warriors and Burning Blood, which is pretty good, but unfortunately it was very short and sort of disappointing.
You
I mean,
know,
it was cool.
It's
but...
hilarious. Pirate Carnivals has the Davy back fights in it, but since it's 4Kids dub, it's absolutely devoid of Foxy.
No!
At least I'm pretty sure. I didn't get far enough in the storyline. I know, like, the last, like, quote-unquote board is Skypiea, even though it has Davy back fights as a gimmick.
Right.
I did gift Stephen Bluebreed the last of those games, but it's in Japanese, so he'd have to, like, mod his Wii to play it, I think.
Illegally.
If Mike Pollock doesn't voice Foxy, I'm gonna be really mad.
Mike Pollock.
I could see it.
Played Unlimited World Red. The camera is broken on the mobile version. Wouldn't recommend it. Always angled down. It's horrible to play.
Console version's much better.
And
it's baffling how they look the same though. Like
Yeah.
graphic wise, they're pretty identical. But it's super hard to play like any game with a camera on a handheld console.
True.
And then the new one, I don't even remember what it's called.
World Seeker.
World Seeker? Yeah, that one's pretty fun. I like the movement, so yeah. Yeah, all the One Piece games have their ups and downs. I've played all of them now, and some of them are pretty fun.
I really liked Burning Blood, but it's an arena fighter at the end of the day, so you can only get so much out of that. So
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a bummer that the story mode was just the war part.
Yeah, it's like all there would have been.
Yeah, because we really didn't mess around in multiplayer much when we got it.
Yeah. We also had played Jump Stars.
I was about to say.
I didn't really like that one.
What about Jump Force?
Did not play Jump
No.
Force. That looks like trash, but
It
the
looks
original,
actually bad.
But
Jump-
the Bakugo DLC.
the sort of
Yeah, they're on,
precursor to Jump Force.
They're on like a third wave of DLC for that game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Xenoverse 2 just had like an 8th after season pass DLC.
Does it have a competitive scene or?
I don't know.
I don't know who's playing it.
Yeah, Xenoverse 2 is still getting DLC, or at least it was until...
I was talking about Force.
Oh, no, I don't know. But yeah, Xenoverse 2 like still gets DLC, and they're even putting in free content still somehow.
Wow.
I haven't played it in a very long time since I had my account on your PlayStation, but I might go back to it one day for fun just to see all the new stuff they put in.
Yeah.
It's a bummer though. I lost my maxed out character.
I'm sure there's a new meta.
Of course. I hope they put in a photo mode. All I wanted to do was take pictures of my OC in the city.
I'm surprised I wasn't in there like the second time around.
Yeah, you had to finagle the camera on a background and then take a PlayStation share shot.
Aw, damn.
Also, we've seen a few of the movies. We saw Film Gold in theaters, and
It's true, I saw it at Elias's birthday party on like my CRT.
Yeah, usually you put on your PS2 and at your birthday party, and Steven's like, "What? Wait, I'm only on like buggy."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Eh,
it's fine.
you'll figure it out. It's
okay.
not canon."
There were a bunch of sexy rotoscoped big boobed women in the intro.
That is
cool.
true. The intro is very cool.
Mhm.
And we saw Stampede in theaters. That was also cool.
Yeah, it was kind of a CG mess at the end, but the intro was cool. Some of the characters.
Not as good as Film Gold as a movie, but as a One Piece experience, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, full
But
Easter
yeah.
eggs for fans.
Yeah, the ending, like halfway through, when the bad guy just like turns into a CG monster, is really bizarre.
Yeah. And then he just like clears the earth, so it's just him on a brown CG background for like 45 minutes. It's nothing.
Yeah, so Stampede spoilers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Steven, do you care?
I don't care. I'll forget by the time we're
Stampede
there.
spoilers.
It's
So
alright.
yeah, the main villain, Douglas Bullet, he has a power where he can like.
You can
It's-
control the color brown.
It's not kids' power, but it may as well be.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's Eustace Kidd's Captain Kidd's power, but not or something.
Okay, so it can control objects, but it's called
Mhm.
something different.
Yes, and Oda did work on this, so I guess it is true. But he was apparently on Roger's pirate crew.
Interesting.
So, but it's a movie, so take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
But like when they're like all of the okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. There's a pirate festival, and everyone says, "Oh yay, pirate festival! We're pirates. Let's go!" So then Luffy's there, and like all the worst generation are there, and they're all looking
The
for
worst.
yeah, that's what their generation's called.
Oh, okay.
They're that group of him and Law and Kid.
I thought you were going to suggest Morio was still alive, and I was going to throw a fit.
No, there are characters that make an appearance that I will not talk about.
Okay.
But they go there because apparently the One Piece is there,
Oh, fuck.
and there's the credibility on the fact that Bullet was a member of Roger's crew.
Right.
So they say it's an actual log pose to Raftel or Laftel, whatever they call it, which is where supposedly where the One Piece is at the
Oh,
end of the
shit.
Grand Line.
Okay.
So everyone's like fighting over it. And then Big Bad Douglas Bullet shows up, and he just starts fighting everybody because he just wants to fight people for some reason.
Oh.
And yeah, his power basically lets him like take anything and turn it into anything. A lot like the My Hero movie villain from the first movie. But so yeah, he can become this giant like armor of whatever, which isn't CG yet.
Oh, okay.
But then he's like, hold on, I'm gonna do something really cool. So then he like literally like takes the whole like island they're on, and like just takes every like house and whatever on there, and builds it into his body. There's a literal Buster called on him,
Oh, fuck.
and the whole, like it's part of his plan so he can absorb the Buster call into his amalgamation.
Excuse me, what?
Just like all their warships and weapons and stuff.
That's just so interesting. I'm going to absorb the Buster Call.
I think his point is he wants to be so strong that not even the Navy at their best can defeat him.
I see.
But Usopp had a Deus Ex Machina where he threw a bean at him, and then at the end of the movie the bean exploded off because Luffy punched him, and then the bean broke his armor apart, and, and Usopp's corpse grinned. He had a big cheese and grin on his face.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Bullet turns into a giant CG monster, and everything is just brown and gray, and it's hard to look at for a long
It
time.
turns the entire Earth to brown CG, and then it's like,
Mhm.
okay.
And then Luffy's just standing there.
Yeah, it's like, this is no longer good to look at. It's just brown CG for the entire environment. Flat.
Oh my god.
Thus ends our Stampede spoiler arc.
Was he like the dude from friggin'
Never
Gold,
mind.
where his entire backstory was like a 2-second dialogueless slideshow?
He was in Roger's crew, so that's like enough for itself, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think he had like gotten like kicked out of Roger's crew because of he was a naughty boy,
Yeah.
and Roger was like, "You're stupid."
Roger beat him in rock, paper, scissors, and he said, "Ha, you lose, now leave." He's like, "Wait." He's like, "Yeah, actually leave my crew forever."
Anyway, now that long-winded, confusing plot segment is over,
Watch film Gold instead.
The rest of this episode will be in CG.
Watch Stampede, but just know it's not the best. I liked the filler episodes they had to tie into the movie.
Oh, okay.
I never saw any of the filler episodes, and I got the movies just fine.
It has nothing to do with it. It's just like a little lead-in almost, but it's a complete side story.
I see.
This one has like 2 episodes for that one. The film Gold had like a lead-in like semi-arc, and then like a TV special, and then the movie.
Interesting.
So they were really building that one up.
I guess they just had to do Stampede because it was the 20-year anniversary or whatever.
Oh yeah, and again, it's very catering to One Piece fans, but as a story, there's not much there. It's just a matter of like, hey, One Piece, here's a bunch of characters you like, have fun. And I can appreciate that.
My eyes did glaze over, and I pointed at the screen and said, oh, it's that one,
Hey, look, it's Smoker.
It's Smokey.
I can't say who, but 2 of my favorite characters teamed up and became a Tower of Power.
Oh, shit.
I can say that Smokey was there from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2.
From the bear, the advertisements.
From the
Smokey the bear.
Yes. Now read your story.
Yes. Indulge us with your One Piece fan fiction that you did not write, but stole, in fact.
Alright, my stolen fanfic, my pirated fanfiction, in fact.
Whoa.
Yo.
Dreaming, don't give it up. Alright.
Don't give it up. It's mine now.
It's mine.
I own this.
One day, Peter Lowenbrow Griffin wakes up and finds himself on a massive pirate ship. Then he says...
Lowenbrow?
Lowenbrow. Like Lowenbrau.
Okay.
I don't know. I wasn't sure if that was like a friggin' pirate name or not. Like D. Peter D. Griffin.
I wasn't sure if the Peter Griffin pirate name was canon, so I just went with it.
Takes out phone and Googles it.
What if Peter had the will of D?
What if Peter had a D?
We got one sentence into this.
What if the One Piece was on Spooner Street? It's inside the Golden Clam.
Hey, Lois.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
What if Oda
The drunken clam, not the golden clam.
No, they had a Golden Clam that they used for
yeah.
It's like early season.
The One Piece is the clam trophy Brian buried.
No!
If the last chapter of One Piece is just a completely played straight Family Guy written, I'll kill myself instantly.
One half is that. One half is that, and then the rest of the fucking manga volume is a flip book of him doing of Oda doing the Fortnite dance. It's like, it's over!
He stole Flipporama from Captain Underpants. Hey, watch Luffy punch the bad guy in Flipporama. Gatling!
Gatling! Be sure to move this page really fast. Jet Gatling, and it's just one page. They have to blink.
You have to shake the book up and down.
Yeah.
Create your own motion blur. Alright, let's see if we can get to sentence number 2.
One day, Peter Lowenbrow Griffin wakes up and finds himself on a massive pirate ship, and then he says, "Hey, this dream was weirder than the time I had that one dream." Cutaway. Peter is turned into a grotesque bug and says, "So what am I? A man dreaming he's a bug, or a bug who's dreaming he's a man?" And then he sees a giant can of bug spray, and then Peter shouts, "Raid!" Then he explodes. Cutaway ends. Peter then notices he's wearing a straw hat, a red vest, and shorts.
Cool.
He notices.
Peter then says, "Holy crap, I'm Monkey D. Luffy. Wait till the others see this." Then Stewie is seen tied to a cross just like a bounty hunter. Peter then says...
He's so short. How low would the cross be?
For him to be on his knees.
Be like an upside down cross.
Stewie, here's Zolo, and why are you tied up?
Oh, yeah, Zoro did get tied up.
And then Lois shows up dressed like a teen girl while saying, "Stewie has been playing with swords, so I tied him up. I'll let him go. if he pays the price for being a bad boy. Stewie then says, "Vile strumpet, how dare you tie me up? I demand you let me go." Peter then says, "Horse, I know you are, they combine two words. You are cosplaying as Nami, but must you be in character? Unless you're into roleplay." Lois then says, "Peter, please, not a rated T fanfic. Also, I can't help acting as my character from that anime you like watching."
He doesn't like watching it.
Peter then says, "Wow, this is weirder than the time I discovered the greatest fanfic making couple broke up."
Oh, no.
Cutaway. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline are together with their son, and then Britney looks at Peter and says, "You idiot, we're pop musicians, not fanfic writers, get your facts straight." And then Kevin Federline says, "Actually, Britney, I finally got a job in the Hair Hunt troops." And
Whoa.
then Kevin shaves
Whoa.
Britney's...
Why is Kevin Federline a hair hunt troop?
And then Kevin shaves Britney's hair off, and this caused Britney to drop her baby and run off into the kitchen.
How old is this?
I have no idea. Cutaway ends. Peter and Lois then see Meg as Usopp. And they start laughing at the shape of her nose. And then Peter says,
Does anyone do it when they see Usopp?
"Meg, you're Usopp, the worst character in One Piece."
Damn. God,
Oh.
does that mean Chris is gonna be Sanji?
Oh no.
It'd be appropriate.
"Oh, and if I were you, I'd wear a mask to cover up that nose of yours. Also wear a cape and carry a giant slingshot." Peter's in the kitchen and says, "Man, Lois, discovering that I'm a pirate in the pirate world sure makes me thirsty. I'm gonna get beer." And then Lois then says, "Peter, we're in a strange world where our family is separated and all you care about is your own needs and a beer. Let me remind you of what happens if you're irresponsible. Remember what happened to Spider-Man involving his new costume?" Cutaway. Peter Parker's just watching CSI, and then the symbiote constantly wants it to go out and fight crime with it. Peter Parker then says, "Responsibility, responsibility. I don't care what Uncle Ben says."
I hate that take you just did. Responsibility, responsibility.
I don't care what a woman says.
I didn't even catch that.
No, he says, "I don't care what Uncle Ben says."
Oh. You just hate women.
"I'm gonna spend this night watching CSI."
Peter Parker watching CSI.
Symbiote is really taking him down a peg.
And so the angry symbiote slips through the cracks of the apartment floor and possesses some guy named Eddie Brock. And then Eddie Brock goes up to Peter Parker while wearing the black costume. And as he suddenly snaps Peter Parker's neck and eats his brains. "Venom," he says. Spider-Man brains." And he changes the channel to The Simpsons.
Good gag.
Cutaway ends. Peter then says, "Oh yeah, that's right. Venom is immune to Spider-Man's spider sense and Ghost Rider's penis stare." And Lois says, "Peter, you mean penance stare?" When in close combat, Ghost Rider locks eyes with his victim. He explains the penance stare.
What's the penance stare? Wait, is that the critic stare?
No, it's the Ghost Rider steal your soul stare.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't steal your soul, it just makes you live all the fucking misery you've caused everyone in your life all at once. He used it on Galactus once and beat him. It was cool.
I thought it was like when Nostalgia Critic looks into the camera like that. Like, he furrows his brow.
Well, that's the penis stare. Peter then says in a confused state, "Am I to show Ghost Rider on PBS?" Peter and Lois then see Chris dressed like a chef, and Chris then says, "Hello, Mom," has hearts in his eyes.
Chef.
You look hot today, my dreamsicle. Oh man, I
Ugh.
feel dirty now. I made churros.
Dreamsicle.
Something like that.
I can't believe that horrible Chris Griffin impression destroyed the whole room. Knocked down Elias's favorite painting.
Chris is a hard person to impersonate, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it's an awful voice.
Yeah.
Poor Seth Green's been doing it for 2 decades.
That poor man.
Seth Green said, I'll do one take, right? This show's not going to go on for 20 years, right?
Oh man, I feel dirty now. I made churros. And then Lois says, Chris, get your sticky buns away from me. And Peter says, look, Chris, I don't care if you're acting in character as Sanji, but you're not allowed to make nasty comments about your hot mom. For punishment, I want you to think about what it was like working for that crap geezer. Chris then started to have flashbacks working for Chef Herbert Zepp. Oh, no!
God, I can't believe they're bringing other characters in the crossover. I thought it was just going to end at the family.
A cutaway.
You gotta give it to Seth Green, though. He did a great job as Leo in Ninja Turtles.
True. Chris is looking, and then Chef Herbert Zepp says, okay, eggplant buns, I want you to take off your shirt, rub this oil on your glistening tender chest, and make some flan while you're at it. Chris then shivers and continues to cook. Cutaway ends.
Imagine Herbert eating his own foot so Chris Griffin could survive.
Oh, God. Lois then says, I'm relieved the family is okay, but where's Brian? And then Brian is seen in brown fur and a pink top hat. Brian then sees Peter and Lois and says, wow, Lois, you look great. Uses his new power to become human. I bet you want all this. Chris then goes to Brian and says, Brian, X-nay on the inning hay on nay. Peter then looks at them angrily before he can do anything. Brian says, you know, Lois, I'm not the only one here. Before I came here, Jillian was dyeing her hair black because she thinks she will be smarter. And then out from nowhere, Jillian shows up dressed like a sexy cowgirl and goes up to Brian.
Yep, that's Nico Robin.
Yep. Hi, honey. Like my new outfit? I'm cosplaying as Yosemite Sam's girlfriend.
Damn, got him.
Oh, no, you're fucked.
The secret's out. Nico Robin x Yosemite Sam.
Oh my god, cutaway. Jillian and Brian go to a comic convention and she sees an action figure of The Flash, which is in clear red, an action figure of Spirit of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is in clear blue. Jillian picks them up and says, yay, rock candy, and she eats them despite the fact they are actually toys. Brian ends up paying $44 for them, and Stewie goes up to him, flips him off, and says, you bastard! You left me with Margaret Kidder. I don't care if she's giving out free autographs. You left me with that nutcase.
It's just a stolen joke.
I guess. I don't know. And then Margaret Kidder runs around. Yeah, the cutaway ends. Every cutaway that bores me ends prematurely.
It just fades to white.
Yeah.
Like static noise and your brain goes numb and it ends.
Quagmire's at his house and checks his mail while he says, giggity, it's here, my issue of Triple X-Men. And then he opens the package. He's disappointed and sees an issue of One Piece. Oh no, a manga!
Oh no, a manga.
Maybe. Sees images of Vivi, Robin, and Nami. Giggity, super! And then a rather happy Quagmire grabs a box of tissue and runs under the bed in ecstasy.
I like how none of us mentioned Vivi in our waifu chat earlier.
I like how Steven called her Vivi.
Glad the Quagmire's technically Frankie.
You don't know that?
He said super.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Giggity, super, and then he goes under his bed to
That's
check
foul. He is the pervert, though, so it makes sense.
He does have the big jaw.
He has the shirt for it.
Who's gonna be Oh, I guess they have Death. That can be Brooke. I was gonna say, are they gonna make Cleveland Brown a skeleton?
Hi everybody, I'm a skeleton.
Hey everybody, I want to play the violin.
Well, here by the time my crew died. Quagmire.
Cleveland Browns surrounded by corpses.
Singing Binks Brew. Quagmire then
Pawtucket's
says...
Brew.
It's best if I don't tell you. By the way, I also seem to have Frankie's powers. Do you have any rubber? Peter then says, actually, Quagmire.
Quagmire was just disgusted at the thought of manga, and now he understands all of it. He understands his role in the world.
Boobs will do that to you.
That's true.
And then oh my god. Peter then says, actually, Quagmire, I never did test out my gum powers yet. And then Quagmire said, actually, I want some rubbers for when we reach shore leave. Sees Meg. Oh, jeez, Meg, wear a mask. Puts a mask on her, then a cape, and for no reason at all, a giant slingshot. There, much better.
I like how the author thinks Usopp wore the mask because he thought he was ugly.
So, Peter, show me your powers. Peter then says, hey, Quagmire, I know what to do with my power, but first I need a sense about the size of a telephone pole. Gum erect. And then Peter grows into the other side of the ship, and Lois giggles.
Peter.
In quotes.
I bet the author was laughing so hard writing that.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason they wrote this story.
This is losing me fast, I'm not gonna
Steven! It's epic.
Let's see here.
I'm sure it's 20,000 words.
Peter then smiles as he looks at his endowment and says, hi, I can see you. Quagmire's then devastated at this, and he goes up to Jillian and says, okay, here's $20. Use your Hana powers to make your hands appear near my lower region. And then Jillian says, okay. She uses her powers to make her hands appear on Quagmire's crotch, and he moans in ecstasy, but then he hears the dreaded words ever come out of her. Hey Glenn, I found a hot dog in your Speedo. It's awfully small, and I'm hungry. And then Quagmire runs off screaming and yelling. I can't believe they fucking referenced the actual scene and then cut to that.
Yeah, I thought she was just gonna say clutch, but he made a joke out of it.
I know.
His own unique joke.
Like a real Family Guy episode. I just imagine cutting to the Sunny with that. Ryan on
like a disgusting single line art Sunny. Same line weight Sunny.
Mildew muted colors.
Everyone with circle eyes. Brian unties Stewie and says, at least Perv Master Q is getting what's coming to him. By the way, did you invent something that sent us here? Stewie then says, look, oh, okay, whatever.
That was Brian, but whatever.
I don't care.
Imagining the big bandana around his football head.
It wouldn't work. It's impossible.
It'd slip off.
Look, dog, just because I'm a genius baby doesn't mean I'm responsible for everything weird happening here. You know, it kind of reminds me of that Jetsons movie where Elroy sends the family to another time.
It reminds me of that Jetsons movie where WWE The Big Show gets frozen in a plane as he drives his own biplane through a hurricane.
That was a really long cutaway.
The entire movie.
That was a really funny fucking cutaway, though.
What's wrong, Steven? You're having a hard time thinking about the Big Show?
Big Show drives a plane to the Antarctic, then gets on top of the plane and screams as he's frozen alive in the Antarctic winds.
It is by far the worst of the WWE productions. I mean, we haven't watched Surf's Up 2 yet, so we can't be certain.
It's true.
But
You haven't watched the one that's canon to another series?
I'll bring that next year. I'll bring that next week. We can watch them in order.
But yeah, basically WWE and the Jetsons crossover, and it's like in the present day where there's actual WWE events and they have to fly to another thing, but for some reason Big Show flies his own damn biplane to the next arena, and he's like in the Antarctic and there's like a blizzard or something going on, and he gets mad at the blizzard, so he rips open the top of his biplane and like stands on top and screams. And he gets frozen in time and gets thawed out later together in the Jetsons universe and takes over all of the future.
We're not skipping a beat. He becomes, and I quote, the WWE champion of the world, which makes him the fucking dictator of the future, apparently.
Oh yeah, he gets pissed. Oh yeah, George Jetson finds him and he gets pissed off that all the wrestling is done by robots. So then George Jetson has to go back in time and find real WWE superstars to help them on their fight.
I was really upset they made cylinder drone versions of Dolph Ziggler.
And then they did the Flintstones one where Fred Flintstone did the illegal walking towards the camera, which is specifically against all of Hanna-Barbera's animation guides, where Fred Flintstone stands facing forward. It is the ugliest thing in the world.
The Undertaker. I thought we were pals.
Fred Flintstone, Barney's getting bullied by CM Punk and Mark Henry, and then Fred Flintstone with his army of wrestlers comes up and he's like, "What's going on here, fellas?"
I get how they got to the future, but how did they get to the past?
That's unrelated. Oh, well, I don't remember how George Jetson did it. It was some cop-out. But the Flintstones movie's unrelated to that movie. I just have to bring it up every time because I hate seeing Fred Flintstone walk forward. It is the ugliest animation you will ever see in your life.
Is it like when Sasuke runs forward towards Gaara in the Naruto episode?
No. Like Hanna-Barbera specifically said, never, ever, ever draw him from this angle.
Yeah, it's an actual, like, point of reference as part of the design bible of that entire show. Like, they say, they give you all the angles, and then they have, like, a front facing with an X through it.
Everything okay, Bon?
What's going on here, fellas?
And then they're like, "Oh, we're just hanging out with Barney." Barney's also he doesn't sound anything like his voice in that movie. It's really bad.
Yeah, like they got a completely different voice actor who doesn't even do like an impression of the prior one.
He doesn't even smoke the brand of cigarettes.
CM Punk gets Barney's dog in a chokehold and then he gets mad.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Okay, continue. Finish your Family Guy story.
Elroy Jetson sends the family to another time in order to have a vacation, and they end up moving on up. And then George encounters a black man named George, and he calls him a stupid honky. George then frowns at Elroy and says, "What the hell is wrong with you, boy? You could have sent us to the Stone Age and gave a gay old time with a caveman family, but you had to send us here. Even things in the future don't work, come to think of it. I don't even think we have..." Oh no.
What?
"I don't even think we have Negroes in the future." And it follows with George Jefferson punching George Jetson in the face and calling him a racist honky. Cutaway ends.
Holy moly, your cat was screaming about that entire racial injustice.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing out there.
I don't know if that's even getting picked up on the thing or not, but he's being loud.
He's watching this very episode on television as we speak. Peter then says, "Wow, now that is what I call a fun experience. We get to sail around the Grand Line, eat meat, and have adventures. Meg is still upset that everyone forced her to wear a mask and a cape." Peter then says, "Geez, Meg, what are you? A drama queen, a shaman king, or a soge king?"
That's funny.
God. Quagmire then says, "Hey, Peter, I remember your character liked music, and so since you like music, we need to make this fanfic more controversial." Oh no. I borrowed one of Chris's CDs. Chris then reveals himself to have a CD player in his abs, and he puts the CD into it. The CD plays the song "Smack My Bitch Up" by The Prodigy.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Lois thinks that song is awful, and Peter says, "What's so bad about a song about Kimberly Soto?"
Stop with the celebrity references, please.
Lois then says, "Who?" And Peter says, "Hey, look, a monkey." And then evil monkey dressed like Don Craig appears.
Don Craig.
Oh, my favorite character in One Piece, the evil pointing monkey.
The evil pointing Don Craig.
That is basically all he does. He stares at Chris evilly and points at him, and Chris freaks out. And that's the only chapter I'm reading out of this 8-chapter fanfic. Whoa. Let's see. Exactly. I give that a, like, it was good until they started making the cutaways bad, which is basically how Family Guy got bad, out of 10.
I rate that the amount of seconds the Family Guy intro lasts out of 100.
I rate that the Sanji's ab CD player playing Smack My Bitch Up.
And I feel like they forgot that Quagmire's supposed to be the cyborg.
They did!
Yeah.
I noticed that too.
They just turned Chris into Frankie. They just got lost in their own madness.
I
Couldn't bother to read back a couple paragraphs.
They're just typing.
Exactly. I take my rating back. I give it the mysterious, cryptid, missing seconds of the cutaways out of 10.
Epic.
Alright, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Okay.
What's the next island we're going to?
Yeah, we just got marooned on Family Guy Island.
Off to a rough start.
Don't worry, we got new provisions, and we're all setting sail to the next island.
There's one I want to read, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you about it. It's
a chapter 2 of the Family Guy one.
It's a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody crossover, which makes me laugh because one of the comments was like, Mr. Mosby's never gonna have to, like, can't believe he has to deal with these characters. It made me laugh.
They did have that spin-off show where they were on a boat.
Yeah, that's the one. The first comment is, poor Mosby, he has no idea what he just did.
Mr. Mosby threw Luffy overboard without any kind of help.
Yeah. Okay, now my actual story.
And then he looked over the side and was like, where'd he go? Why isn't he coming up?
Our boat sailed past the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Island.
Disney Channel Island.
Chapter 1. The Parr family quickly took care of the mole that threatened the world. It turns out that after fighting the robots, one measly mole isn't that much of a threat. Instead, the new problem lay with the media after the event. Since superheroes were now starting to go public with their work again, the media was on the hunt for anything spectacular for the nightly news. A family of 5 defeating a giant mole from the center of the earth would definitely give one of the reporters a raise. Mr. Incredible, that was amazing! I'm a huge fan. Do you mind if we talked a little? It was all the same. Reporters just didn't seem to understand a secret identity meant secret. The Parr family were trained professionals. The media bothering them was just another fact in life. After dismissing the media and escaping home, thanks to Violet turning them invisible, they prepared for what came next. Hey, look at this, said Dash. The new Saiyaman action figure is out. Dash, Miss Parr reminded him. You already blew the last of your savings on that ugly Ginyu action figure last week.
Dash. You gotta stop buying Dragon Ball Z figures, Dash.
Dash, stop it.
Quietly, Dash huffed and returned the paper to the tabletop.
You could have bought any of the other damn Dragon Ball Z characters, but you bought Ginyu.
He's the captain of the Ginyu squad, Mom.
It's your captain of being a frog now.
If you leave him in the apartment, then he's gonna turn into you.
That does it. I'm taking it back to the store and buying you a proper Dragon Ball Z character.
You're getting Raccoon, and you're gonna like it.
You're getting another Goku. They can fight.
Ultra Instinct Goku, honey.
You're getting you more Gokus.
Oh, look, I got Kid Goku from GT.
Mom, that's not canon.
You shut the fuck up. I love Super Saiyan 4.
I love the way you said that.
Dash huffed, returned the paper to the tabletop. So, Sport, what's up? Mr. Incredible asked his upset son. Not much. I just want the new Saiyaman action figure. Chuckling, oh, Mr. Incredible realized his son, despite being a superhero himself, still admired the old cartoon heroes, and may have actually thought they were real. A super on that level would put himself and everyone he knew out of business in less than a day. Mr. Incredible patted his son on the head and sent him off to bed. Thankful that was all that was in the son's mind. With the kids asleep and the city safe, Mr. Incredible allowed himself to go off to sleep as well. It was a long day between the Mole Man and the media. Frankly, he said, I would take the Mole Man over the media any day. And with that, Mr. Incredible joined his wife in bed.
Why can't they call him the Underminer? Did they forget who he was?
This is probably before 2 came out and they had like.
Well, he was at the end of 1.
Yeah,
No,
they had.
he cries
He
up
goes,
and says,
"I'm
I'm
the
the Underminer.
Underminer."
They gave him a whole PS2 game.
Oh, that's right.
I played it on PC.
Well, it did say a giant mole, so maybe it's a fucking kaiju or something. Who knows?
Mr. Incredible joined his wife in bed. Little did he know the least of his worries were going to be the media.
Our son is a fucking weeaboo. Hello, and why does he want fucking salmon?
He should want wrestling action figures. And
told-
wrestling trading cards.
Bob, our son told me GT wasn't canon again. Dash! What I tell you? Super Saiyan 4 is cool! I like the baby arc, damn it!
It doesn't matter if it's canon. It looks cool, Dash!
Super 17, damn it!
Vegeta doesn't need to get any stronger when he's got Brute Waves! Why don't you understand it?
It gives Bulma a purpose!
She needs a purpose! She hasn't had a purpose since Frieza!
She's a fucking...
What?
He stops himself.
It's like the scene of when he picks up his car and the little kid on the tricycle is looking at him in fear. Except he picked up his cannon.
He picked up his computer with his wiki arc on it.
Ripping the cords out of the wall.
Okay, so this is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read it verbatim, and you can suss out what you think happened.
Okay.
And with that, Mr. Incredible joined his wife in bed. Little did he know the least of his worries were going to be the media. He would wish Sandman was indeed real. Mr. Incredible, how do you feel about this new super? The reporter asked. First off, he's an upstart. Swinging around like Spider-Man and everything. The reporter stared in shock, surprised the closed-lipped hero even gave him an answer. Pressing his luck, the reporter asked a few follow-ups. What do you mean, upstart? Well, look at him. He obviously is new at this, doesn't even have a hero name yet. Reporters classify him as an Oriental boy about 19, the reporter reminded him. Maybe an exchange student. That's right, Mr. Incredible reflected. He did have a foreign-sounding name. Strange set of powers, stretching incredible strength and speed. Almost reminds me of a mix of you and your... Or that was the reporter. Strange set of powers as well. Stretching incredible strength and speed. Almost reminds me of a mix of you and your wife. Any thoughts on this power, Mr. Incredible?
The Sandman. I thought he was talking about Crocodile for a minute.
Yeah, no, it just went from, like, talking about Saiyaman to Luffy all of a sudden.
No more questions, please, Mr. Incredible asked. Happily, the reporter ran off. His hit piece may have just been recorded. Quietly, Mr. Incredible slunk home, the past on his mind. What was that boy's name again? Luffy? It was Luffy, wasn't it? And with that thought, Mr. Incredible felt it was time for him to sit down and have a serious talk with his wife.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 2. Tracking Luffy.
Oh, no.
Tracking, oh shit.
He's gonna throw seawater at him.
He is.
Mr. Incredible did something he rarely did, and a family meeting was held in the basement that night. News clip.
Put on his pure sea prism stone gloves and punch him.
News clips of the new super, Luffy, were reviewed just to make sense of what exactly was going on. The boy had no special qualities about him. He just had strange powers. His way of fighting was unlike any of the powers, and for the moment, there was no reason to believe that the new hero was up to anything.
Unlike his wife.
Why aren't you doing Gatlin moves like that?
Wife was so fucking cool. He has a pistol.
What? Let's get your legs steam going. Come on! Come on!
Gear 2, woman.
He starts like just thrusting in her thighs, trying to get steam pumping.
Why can't you have a bone balloon?
Stick your thumb in your mouth and blow.
Bite a hole in your skin.
I can't do that. Why am I here?
Can't or won't.
It's unflattering, Bob. What's more important, your pride or the peace?
What's more important, your pride or making me or being cool for me?
The latest video footage showed him jumping off a building to save a falling man. He misjudged how hard he should jump and started a free fall. Thankfully, the boy's quick thinking saved the unfortunate man, and with a deep breath, Luffy inflated himself like a balloon, safely bringing the man down to safety. Another video showed him getting shot at. Surprisingly, the bullets rebounded towards the gunman, leaving the Parr family in shock.
Come on, Helen, you can do this too.
Elastigirl had never thought of anything like that before. Mr. Incredible had
never thought of getting shot.
She does.
I didn't think that was possible.
Maybe I could get shot.
I can't be shot. Can I be shot?
Bob, can I be shot?
Bob!
I don't know. We'll find out.
Bygone.
Oh, let me try out a new move for my hero, Luffy. Gumu Gumu no
I'll punch you in the stomach and you reverb it back at me.
He tries to do a gum gum move and throws out his back.
He's like Oars trying to do gum gum.
Yeah.
I thought my arm would stretch.
Mr. Incredible had seen enough. He was going to try his hardest to meet up with this mysterious young man as soon as possible. Hopefully, then he would get some answers as to why Luffy looked so familiar to the experienced hero. Later that night, Mr. Incredible called up his longtime friend, Frozone, as backup in case anything went wrong.
Hell yeah.
Usually, heroes were much more open but wore some kind of disguise. This hero, however, wore no such thing. He just dressed in baggy pants and had on a large red jacket, blending in with society for the most part. No clear pictures had been taken of his face so far, a fact that irked me to no end. They misspelled Mr. Incredible, M.E. Incredible. That irked Mr. Incredible to no end.
Author's note, this irks me a lot, by the way.
Lost
I
in
don't
thought.
like that they haven't seen his face.
Lost in thought, Mr. Incredible didn't even notice when his wife snuck up on him. "What's wrong, honey? You seem perturbed." "His new hero. He seems familiar," was Mr. Incredible's reply. That is not ended, but there was no quotes to signal that he was done talking, but it said it like that.
This new hero. I think I remember him, Mr. Incredible.
His brain is fried.
He stayed up all night watching episodes of One Piece.
He watched all of One Piece in one night on fucking 8 times speed.
He's just glazed over, the reddest eyes that Pixar can animate.
Why is the long-nosed guy with them now?
Ooh.
Oh!
He doesn't have powers.
Why is he white? Why does he have a giant neck? Why has he got... Oh!
Why are his lips like that?
What is worrying you? His powers? It surprised me as well. Both super strength and this stretching ability? He can't be outchild, however. That would just make too much sense. His wife was right. At 19, Luffy was much too old. Luffy was not too old for either of them to be the parent, but they were happily married, even had 3 children of their own. What was bugging him was indeed the powers. It was just too strange. How could a child have both these powers? It wasn't rare for new supers to pop up, but the last man with more than one power he had heard of. Violet had more than one power, realized both the Parr adults at the same time. It was true. Violet possessed invisibility and force field generation. It was something that most overlooked because they assumed the two were caused by the same thing, light manipulation. However, light manipulation cannot generate force fields, and the strength of electromagnetism required to make yourself invisible. Well, Saiyaman would be jealous of that power.
Why do they keep bringing up Saiyaman?
I thought he said Sandman.
Saiyaman? They established Saiyaman's a fictional character in this universe. Why do they keep bringing him up?
With that, Mrs. Incredible went off to the internet, and Mr. Incredible suited up.
Buy a proper figure.
Suited.
It would be a long night for both of them.
I'm gonna get Dash Super Saiyan 2 Goku. He'll love it. It's gonna be so different from a Super Saiyan Goku figure.
don't understand, Bob. He doesn't understand how great Golden Frieza really is.
Did you see Golden Cooler? He was in the card game show. It was cool.
It's not as cool as Meta Cooler, though. I think I'm gonna give him that one.
Get him the Big Getty Star.
Can you give me the big spaghetti star?
Hey, Frozone! Was Mr. Incredible's greeting to his longtime friend. Frozone was the one man Mr. Incredible could count on for anything. The two of them had been through more life and death situations than he would have cared to remember. Reliving the glory days would have had to wait, however. Mr. Incredible was there for business tonight. So, buddy, have you seen the reports on this new hero? The guy with super strength and elasticity? Mr. Incredible asked while sitting down and sipping some coffee that he was offered by his friend's wife. Yeah, I remember him, Frozone said, snapping his fingers in an attempt to remember the name. Luffy, right? Yeah, Luffy. My wife and I were wondering about him. He has 2 powers. With that, Frozone sat up.
I asked him what his name was, and he said Monkey, and I was about to lose it for a minute, Bob. I won't lie.
He won't tell me what the D stands for.
He just says Monkey D. Luffy. I thought he was fucking with me, bud.
What does the D stand for, Frozone?
Yeah, Luffy. With that, Frozone sat up. A hero with 2 powers is just as much a rarity for him as the Parr family. The Parr family has 2 people. 2 of their kids have 2 powers.
Yeah, the baby has like 1,000.
Yeah, he's just straight up a fucking... Oh my god, an amalgamation.
Go on.
Jack.
Frozone said with a grin, sipping his drink as well. In parentheses, water.
Bob, I don't care what you say. We're not letting Jack grow up on that Black Clover shit.
He'll watch all of One Piece again.
He's gonna watch Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, One Piece.
We're by Funimation for him to watch stupid shit like that.
Dad, give me Funimation. I can watch the new seasonal stuff. You don't even have to buy more. It's like a subscription program. I will not have my son growing up with that new garbage. You will watch the classics on VHS that I buy for you and be happy.
One Punch Man.
No Demon Slayer, no Black Clover, no Uzaki-chan. Especially no Uzaki-chan, you little pervert.
Only I get Uzaki-chan.
Oh, Uzaki-chan.
Only the copies of Dragon Ball Buu Saga that I can find on VHS at our local Goodwill.
We're gonna have the full set, Bob. Look, I don't care.
Dash, check this out. I found Bardock. It's a TV special.
Good Bardock.
This one's great.
The good Bardock, not that bland half-ass from the movie.
Not that fake Super Saiyan Bardock bullshit they tried to pass off. Lord Chilled? Are you fucking kidding me?
You're telling me you got sent through fucking time? What are you thinking?
He got sent backwards in time, but had enough power to turn into a Super Saiyan? He couldn't even do that against Dodoria. What the fuck?
Dad, I don't know what you're talking... Don't worry about it. It's not good. I'm not going to buy it for you.
One Punch.
I'd honestly rather you read Dragon Ball AF.
One Punch Man. More like one season's good and that's it.
I'll print out Dragon Ball AF on some printer paper and we'll staple it together. You can read that.
You're gonna watch The Prince of Tennis. You're gonna watch Shaman King. You're gonna watch Inuyasha.
For every fucking episode of a new anime that you watch, I will force you to watch one episode of The Dinosaur King. In its original the original intended 160p on a CRT.
No matter how fast you get, you can't speed through that show.
With 4Kids bumpers.
It is a slog.
Oh, say, can you see?
You will never feel slower than watching Dinosaur King.
Yep, that's right.
They don't make CGI like that anymore.
And for good reason, too.
Where's the story at?
We're making a better story, to be honest.
I love every time we do incredible stories, it just turns into our own AUs.
This is just too good of a concept. These two weebs.
Bob Parr is so funny.
Bob and his wife is weebs trying to raise their kids to be
On the
culture.
classics. Dash keeps trying to watch Demon Slayer, Black Clover. Bob smashes the door in.
I've read ahead. It doesn't get good, Dash.
Not on episode 100. Not on episode 200. Never, Dash.
If I see you watching one episode of Boruto, I'm gonna make you finish it, Dash. And it doesn't go anywhere.
I'll make you finish Naruto too, and don't even get me started on how that shit goes.
Samurai 8 Dash.
90 degrees down, that's how it goes.
Naruto peaked at the tuning exams, and we all know it.
Naruto peaked the minute those weights hit the ground, and that's it. That's why that's the only scene anyone talks about ever when you bring up Naruto, god damn it.
I'll give him credit where credit was due. Kimimaru was pretty cool.
But
That's it!
I want to fuck Tsunade, Dash, but don't tell your mom.
He comes home drunk one night. I was thinking about Tsunade, Dash.
He's wearing a big Jiraiya wig. Trying to do her Rasengan.
Dash, spin your hands around this balloon really quick.
Wait, Dash, yeah, you're really fast. Hold on. Come here.
Dash,
Put your hand in my hand.
Dash, you ever kick a few back and ever look at Perona and say, I want to put my dick in a ghost?
She can turn herself so big, Dash.
Dash.
You don't understand.
Come
You'll
on,
understand
Dash.
when you're older, but...
Look, I think we can skip ahead a little bit so you can see Perona, so you know what I'm talking about.
We don't have to watch the Foxy filler.
Baby, the way she laughs, baby. Dash, get out of the room for a minute.
Bob Parr in his work clothes, just glazed over, watching Thriller Bark.
His Omega Weeb family.
This Moria guy is pretty annoying.
We don't talk about Moria, okay? We can just skip over every scene he's in, Dash. Kuma, now he's important. We'll wait. He's the actual villain of this arc, not Moria.
If not for Kuma and Brook, there's no point for this arc. Let's be real.
Usopp has a cool costume, and that's about it.
Alright, at the end, Luffy's Red Hawk syndrome and kills him.
What?
I give that... I give that a cackle out of 10. A constant interrupting cackle.
I give that a little red vest that Bob can't button around his chest because it's too tight, but he's trying to cosplay Luffy. He looks just like the fake Luffy from the time skip.
Who am I?
I'm Degalo Black.
Alright, Dash, I need you to fucking get that pull cue and scrape an X across my chest so I can be authentic.
Just do it fast, it won't hurt.
So you
Ah!
got 2...
Don't worry, Dash, it'll look cool.
Just one more detail. Let's see. 2, X, Y, Z... Ah, fuck!
I give that as many strokes it takes for Dash to make a Rasengan out of 10.
A real Rasengan.
I give it the Luffy's Red Hawk that turned Buddy into Syndrome. Made his hair go up like that.
Punched him in the head so hard.
His hair went up and turned red.
I work alone.
My name is not Buddy! And then he turns into fucking Smoker or something.
God, we just robbed that fanfiction.
I'm sorry.
Bob Parr is so funny.
This is so great.
It's like we did it was a My Hero episode with him being like Gran Torino's replacement for Midoriya.
All Might's replacement, I think.
No, it
Was it?
it was in the same thing he went for Gran Torino with.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Like
The training.
yeah, whatever it was called.
The apprenticeship.
Yes.
Oh, the apprenticeship. Yeah.
But he went. Oh yeah, no, it was like Bob Parr picked him up for real world studies. And he's like, all right, let's go. And then Deku kept thinking about boinking Violet.
Oh, that's right.
That was pretty cool.
Mm.
Steven, why didn't you draw that? Why didn't you draw that?
I'll get
Why don't you
around to it.
Why don't you break your no crossover clause?
My no crossover clause? I didn't. That's not in place, I don't think.
I don't know. When's the last time you did a crossover?
Let's see here. Good point. Don't know.
Okay. Now I'm gonna bring this bad boy home.
I sure hope Bob Parr isn't in this one.
No, we're driving away from Incredibles Island at breakneck speed.
Okay.
We're cootie bursting out of there.
Luffy stopped in to swing around and make Bob mad, then leave.
Luffy came around to say that Super Saiyan 4 looks stupid, and his wife fucking threw him out.
Why? I don't get it. Why does him going Super Saiyan 4 make him a grown-up again? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't need to make sense. Do brute waves make sense? No, but they're cool.
Luffy! Fuck you! He's a monkey, that's why.
You should know, Luffy.
You should know a thing or two about that.
Get out of here, you fucking normie.
Him just wise dancing on a street, like 20 feet away from Luffy. Get out of here, you fucking normie.
Helen's wearing like that Dragon Ball Z Walmart t-shirt that everybody wears.
Wearing the black shirt with the fucking box art on it. It's too big for her.
I really want that bright green sweater with naked Bulma on it.
That is a
Or the
good
black one, either or. It's very funny.
Mm.
It's
hood classic.
almost to it is a hood classic. It's almost to Bug spanking Lola Bunny shop t-shirt, but not quite. It's slightly more tasteful, and I appreciate that.
That's funny as
That's the
hell.
worst fucking shirt in the world. Where their big rosy red cheek and Bugs his hand up. They both have grins on their faces.
That is upsetting as hell. Holy shit.
Okay, for real now.
Okay. Pixar never made The Incredibles. We're moving forward.
Sonic slowly opened his eyes as he noticed that he was on an island. "Where am I?" said Sonic. Soon he turned his head as he noticed a sword was potent at his face. "Okay, chump. Who are you? Do you work for Doflamingo?" said Luffy.
Oh no.
"No, I do not. And second, who the hell is Doflamingo?" said Sonic.
Wow, who the hell is Doflamingo?
So you don't know, huh? Guys, let's get him," said Luffy.
Ah!
I want to preface this saying there's never a closing parenthesis in any of these lines. Unfortunately, he doesn't use any other moniker than said, so we're in the clear.
Oh, okay.
Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro was getting ready to fight the blue hedgehog as Sonic got into his fighting stance.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah, he said he
no.
doesn't know Doflamingo, so they're gonna beat the shit out of him anyway. "Looks like I don't have a choice," said Sonic. Luffy and Sonic began to fight first as Sonic was dodging his attack. Luffy was going to punch Sonic, but Sonic did a roundhouse kick to Luffy, which knocked him out soon. Zoro and Sanji took action as Yeah, Luffy's made of rubber. Is Sonic using fucking hockey?
Sonic has fucking... His soles are made of fucking sunstone. Sea Prism.
He's got Sea Prism stone in his belt, in his shoe buckles.
It's one of his adventure items he gets. Gets put in his shoes.
And the fucking old man from Sonic 06 that made his shoes.
It's Gar.
Isn't that fucking stupid how Sonic has the normal shoes for like 1 second and
Yes,
the very first quest you do is you get new shoes?
Just buy the Light Dash shoes immediately.
So like what's the point of these shoes?
Why does he have them?
why does he have normal shoes if you get like upgraded shoes immediately after?
Right.
Why not just start with the light shoes or something?
Especially considering like most of the modern games like past Adventure like had the Light Dash as a basic move.
Well, I guess because it's a reboot, but even so,
so
they could still just start him out with that boots, or like take a while before you get the new shoes if they're gonna go do the effort of modeling the old shoes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, roundhouse kick, which knocked him out soon. Zoro and Sanji took action as Sonic was countering their attacks. Zoro took out a sword and he was going to slash Sonic, but he grabbed the sword and kneed Zoro in the face. Sanji was going to sneak attack Sonic, but Sonic grabbed his legs and did the walls of Jericho on Sanji, which he screamed in pain and was tapping out. The fuck?
Sonic is a badass.
Sonic is so small.
Sonic's beating the entire Striat crew.
He got Sanji in a submission move.
He's breaking his back.
Said, I'm going to perform the walls of Jericho on you.
For the uninclined in wrestling, the walls of Jericho are when someone's on their stomach and then the person goes up behind them and grabs their legs from the back.
Look up the
And,
move
like-
Boston Crab.
Oh, that too. Fine.
For brevity, I'm sorry.
And you pull their legs backward and like sit on their back as you're pulling their legs out of their socket. Is that the best you can do? Said Sonic. Soon Slender grabbed Sonic as he was twisting his body, Sonic, as he was screaming in pain.
Yeah.
A lion tamer.
Now for the last time, who are you? Said Luffy. I'm not from here, said Sonic. What are you not from here? Said Zoro.
No,
I don't. What are you not from here? Said Zoro. No, I don't know this world, said Sonic. Slender, let him go, said Luffy, as Slender let Sonic go to your coat. So Slender Man is in fact here and part of the Straw Hats. I wasn't sure if he just called Luffy Slender because we didn't establish that Slender Man was here.
Sonic could just leave. He doesn't have to fight these people he doesn't know.
He doesn't have a choice. He said so himself.
He held back his spin dash. He could have buzzsawed Sanji in half at any point during that wrestling hold.
Could have killed Slender and ended a cryptid for real.
Slender's stronger than Luffy.
Oh my god.
As Slender let Sonic go as he was recovering. So, you're not working for Doflamingo at all? Said Luffy. No, I am not. I don't even know who he is, said Sonic. We are sorry for attacking you, said Luffy. It's cool, said Sonic. Soon, Sonic noticed a girl with long orange hair. As Sanji noticed her, his eyes changed into hearts. Oh, my sweet Nami, you will be mine, said Sanji. Ugh, says Nami as she walks over to Sonic.
You will be mine, Nami.
Oh yeah, that's how Sanji sounds.
Yeah, Sanji blew smoke in her eyes.
Sorry about that. We were always treated as bad people, said Nami. It's fine, said Sonic.
You did try to kill me instantly as soon as you met me.
You attacked me fucking unprovoked, so...
Sonic is so chill, it's fine.
It's fair.
It's fine, said Sonic. Sanji saw this and became jealous. Damn that rat talking to my Nami. She is mine, said Sanji.
Sanji's a fucking...
You should draw a dojin based on this.
Damn that rat.
I would get to draw Sonic putting Sanji in a fucking lion tamer.
It's the walls of Jericho.
I know, but the lion tamer's when he puts his fucking knee on his head and actually fucking breaks his back.
That's not what the context demanded.
It's still funny.
My name is Nami. Nice to meet you, she said with a smile. Nice to meet you. I'm Sonic, he said with a smile. As they both smiled, Sanji was angry at the same time. Damn that guy. I hate him. He better stay away from my Nami, said Sanji.
Damn that humanoid animal. Stay away from my woman.
I hate him. I've known him for a fraction of a second, and Nami acknowledged he existed.
He did flip me over on my back and Boston crab me in 1 second.
My back hurts so much.
I'm not gonna be able to cook for a week. I'm gonna be stuck in a damn chair.
Oh, jeez. I guess I'll have to go on relax.
Soon Luffy walked up to Sonic. I gotta hand it to you, Sonic. You are a great fighter, said Luffy. Thanks, said Sonic. Hey, Sonic, said Luffy. Yeah, said Sonic. Would you like to join my crew? Said Luffy. Sure thing. It's been a while since I joined a crew, said Sonic. Yes, we got a new member on me crew, said Luffy. He's practicing his pirate accent.
I imagined him as like friggin' Bowie Sensei. No, not Bowie Sensei. Friggin' the one voice to go for a nun piece.
Sean Connery Luffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old nun piece.
Oh, great! Another hedgehog on me crew.
That shows nothing.
I like a few gags, and that's about it.
Is that when he's a smoker?
Yeah, he sounds like Sean Connery.
It's the one where he fucking bites the apple and spits it back perfectly and demands his money back. Hell no! Give me back me money!
And the coin flips backwards into his hand. Okay, everyone cheered as they was happy that Sonic was joining, and Nami had a smile on her face. Sanji was angry with rage. Okay, guys, let's go to sea, said Luffy. As everyone went to the ship, Sonic grabbed his bag and went on. Okay, crew, let's go, said Luffy.
Abandoning Mobius Island and all of his friends without saying goodbye.
He's always up for new adventures.
Fair enough.
As they sailed to sea for their next adventure. Chapter 2. Luffy was happy that Sonic joined his crew. Sanji was not happy that he joined. Chopper was also happy to have Sonic joining the crew. I'm glad he joined my crew. He is a very skilled fighter, said Luffy. And a very well-skilled swordsman, said Zoro. You got something to back that up, Zoro? He beat you, so that makes him a swordsman?
I'm very cool.
Both Luffy and Zoro were both talking. Soon they noticed Sonic.
They were both nodding and jacking off, talking about Sonic. Yeah.
Sonic is perfect, isn't he? Yeah.
He's so much better than Sanji. We should probably get rid of him, huh?
Should probably give him to Nami and kill Sanji and kick him off the crew.
You think Sonic can cook? I'm sure he makes something real tasty.
Kill Sanji!
Alright, Sanji, your time's up.
Get in the guillotine, Sanji. Sonic's here.
The Frankie guillotine. It's shaped like his head.
It's just his fucking...
Teeth.
It's his thighs.
Whoa.
The fucking Frankie guillotine.
Think Frankie could... I almost called him Cranky. You think Frankie could crush a watermelon with his thighs?
I don't want Cranky Kong on this pirate ship.
He was the 8th member of the crew. Cranky.
The genius. The shipwright.
The worthless. The monkey.
He has the power to summon Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong!
His apparatus, his crystal coconut.
His crystal coconut Nomi. Hey, Luffy, I'm about to look at more areas, said Sonic. Okay, said Luffy.
Okay.
Everyone, I'll be right back, said Sonic as he did instant transmission and left the ship, which shocked everyone.
Oh my god!
How did he do that? Said Luffy.
I guess he's basically that fast. Fast enough to disappear out of sight.
Jesus Christ.
He just searched his brain for the closest Punani around.
Going past the speed of sound, his canonical fucking limit.
Elsewhere, Sonic was at jungle-like forest. Soon he noticed a island with beautiful women with large busts. He was about to leave, but some of them noticed him. Eek! A man, someone! Shouted.
So Sonic just ran to the island of women?
Instant transmission, yes.
Oh.
To Amazon Lily.
Hey,
In the calm belt.
In the fucking whatever, the South Island belt.
Soon all the women looked at Sonic angrily. Simmer down, ladies. I'm not here to perv. I am just traveling.
I just traveled specifically here right now.
Not to perv.
Look, there's this bat back home and her tits are fucking huge.
They're like, huh? And you guys are like, huh?
And you guys are like,
Mm-hmm.
Look, if they're anything less than a G cup, you can hardly call them titties, ladies.
You just came here to assault them.
He just came here for no reason. He's like, guys, I'm gonna go somewhere.
Instant trans fucking mission.
Suddenly, Boa Hancock came out, and as the women bowed down to her, "Who dares come here?" said Boa. Suddenly, she noticed Sonic.
Suddenly Sonic comes.
As all
Dares
men.
comes here.
Me! On his knees.
Give me a minute.
Who are you? Said Boa Hancock. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and you must be Boa Hancock. Luffy told me about you, said Sonic. He has, and I am guessing you are one of his friends, said Boa. Yes, I am. Nice to meet you, Sonic, said Boa. The same to you, Miss Boa, said Sonic. Luffy told you about me. How much he told you, said Boa. Not much, said Sonic. I see, said Boa.
Okay.
That was a meaningful fucking exchange.
There's nothing. Yes, and I'm sorry for coming and scaring ladies. I need to get back to my crew.
This fucking filler arc.
I'm sorry I came and scared the ladies.
Sorry.
Goodbye.
Hey, watch this as I insult your fucking species and leave.
Okay, but do that again, got it?
Okay.
I won't. Elsewhere, Luffy and the others were bored. Soon they noticed Sonic.
Life just isn't the same without Sonic here.
Whenever Sonic's not around.
Ever since Sonic showed up, life hasn't been the same. Welcome back, Sonic, said Luffy. Good to be back, said Sonic. Where did you go? Said Zoro. I went to Amazon Lily, said Sonic. You did? You are so lucky, said Brock.
Brock!
I did not stay that long, said Sonic. Still very lucky, said Brock.
You are so fucking lucky.
Whatever, said Sonic.
Brock is like the same token character as Sanji. Why do you need both?
Why is Brock on the Sunny?
Did Brock just like beat a crew member with his Geodude or some shit?
How many crewmates does Luffy
How
have?
many worlds have they gone to?
All Brock can do is cook and make women jokes, which Sanji already does.
Why can Sonic do instant transmission?
Why did Boa say do that again and Sonic said I won't?
I won't. Bye.
This is hurting me.
God, I love children's stories.
I want to read the comments on this fucking story.
A few hours later, Sonic was talking to Usopp and Chopper and Robin, his stories and adventures he had fighting Eggman. Chopper and Usopp had stars in their eyes, while Robin was very impressed. It's not easy to impress Robin.
That's true.
She probably doesn't show it.
The most emotion she's shown is when she got something gross on her hand and she wiped it on Usopp.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, gross. It's
She touched the cum floor and then wiped it on Usopp's pants.
Ew, cum.
Wow, Sonic, I did not know you gained powers like that, said Chopper. That's the same thing I said when I was in my base form, said Sonic.
Base form?
I guess he's not in his base form?
Is this like Fleetway rules where his base form is when he's brown?
Brown? That would be quite a stretch, Fleetway Sonic.
That's interesting.
Later on, it was nighttime. Everyone was sleeping peacefully as they waited for their next adventure. Chapter 3.
Oh boy. We're already on Chapter 3?
Yeah, a lot's happened.
Chapter 1 was Sonic being attacked and defending himself. Chapter 2 was him making fun of women in the Amazon.
And coming.
That's true. Right. Very cool. We're getting through this anime fast.
Luffy and the others were sailing around the sea. Soon Luffy noticed a letter as he picked it up and noticed it was from Boa. Guys, we are going to Amazon Lily, said Luffy. He got a booty call in the mail.
Well, guys, I gotta go get fucked.
Hancock was like, can you make sure you bring Sonic? It's very important that you bring Sonic.
He needs to be punished.
It's very important you don't bring Sonic.
I don't really care if the rest of you come, but Sonic is a must.
What? Said Sonic with shock. Why are we going there? Said Zoro.
Did Sonic tell them he went there?
Yeah. Yeah, Brock said, that's crazy.
All right.
How could you forget?
I don't know if anyone else heard.
That was Brock's introduction.
You're right.
You are so lucky.
Still very lucky.
You turned my frying pan into a coming pan.
Why are we going there? Said Zoro. Wrong use of there, by the way.
Cook my sperm into an egg white and feed it to him.
Alright, this is why Sanji cooks.
He did that to Luffy, and Luffy's like, that's really funny.
Luffy said, this tastes bad. Don't tell me what this is.
And Brock sweats. Alright. Why are we going there? Said Zoro. I don't know, but let's see, said Luffy. What's wrong, Steven?
That's a terrible joke I made. I'm sorry, audience.
Yeah, you're fucking sick. As the crew sent sea to Amazon Lily as Sanji was staring at Nami, soon they made it to the island. As the crew got off the ship, Boa was happy to see Luffy. Hello, Luffy, said Boa. Hi, Boa, you wanted me to come? Said Luffy.
Yes.
Soon, Boa notices Sonic and became angry. What are you doing back here? Said Boa. I told you before, Boa, I came here by mistake, said Sonic.
Right, only here by mistake.
Using a move that pinpoints a location.
I don't care, and now I must turn you into stone, said Boa. Oh, no, you don't, said Sonic. Boa released her powers to turn Sonic into stone, but he was too fast.
Yo.
As if that's how that works.
Yeah, Sonic is nowhere near as pure-hearted as Luffy.
You can't just be too fast in whatever context it suits.
Sonic wasn't turned on by her at all.
Too fast to be horny.
Ha! Miss me, said Sonic. I will deal with you later, Hedgehog. Luffy, may I see with you in private?
Gives
Said
up.
Boa. Sure, said Luffy. Luffy and Boa went to her place while the crew members enjoyed their time at the island. Elsewhere, Sanji was spying on Nami, but this time he noticed she was talking to Zoro. You like someone, huh? Said Zoro. Yes, I do, Zoro, but I don't know if he likes me for who I am, said Nami. Sanji overheard this and has hearts in his eyes.
Oh no.
This would never happen.
You've got some really uncomfortable body posture, Elias.
Sanji's gonna have
You're like
Trying to
protecting.
stay.
You're like protecting your organs.
So recovering from the pan joke. The rancid. I'm sorry again.
Thinking about as if Nami would tell Zoro and any of this in confidence.
As if Zoro would gossip about anything ever.
True.
Yes, I knew she likes me, said Sanji with a smile as he left the scene.
Sanji IQ 10.
Sanji and his booming in the booming Brooklyn tone. Yeah, I knew she liked me.
Loudly.
Ladies can't
Megaphone.
resist the curly swirlies. Thanks for listening, Zoro, said Nami. Anytime, Nami, said Zoro. Again, not true to his character.
No, he'd be like, why are you here?
Nami left as Zoro was doing his thing. While walking, she suddenly bumps into Sonic. Sorry, Nami said Sonic. It's okay, Sonic said Nami. Wait, hold on. Sorry, Nami, said Sonic. It's okay, Sonic, said Nami. What are you doing? Said Sonic. Nothing much, said Nami. Oh, I was about to head back to the ship. Why are they allowed to walk on Amazon Lily and all Sanji can do is spy on Nami? There are women everywhere!
He heard that she loves him.
That's true. True love trumps all.
It's true, it's true. We also don't know what's going on with Luffy.
Yeah.
They doing the do.
Oh, I was about to head back to the ship, said Sonic. Okay, and I was gonna hang out with Robin, said Nami. Okay, see ya. You too. They both went their separate ways. Suddenly, Sonic turns his head and notices Sanji. Crouched down, as small as he can, with nothing but a cigarette lighting his face.
Fucking smirking.
Hey, rat, stay away from my...
Crouched behind a rock.
Sanji, do you want your fucking feet behind your head again? He already outbeat your ass once.
Oh no! I ran forward.
How many lessons? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Hey!
I'm tapping.
Stop, please.
Rat, am I? Crack.
My spinal cord, it's clicking.
I haven't been this winded in a podcast in a long time.
I'm spritzing, it's fucking humorous.
Hey, rat, stay away from my Nami, said Sanji. She does not like you, said Sonic. Yes, she does, and if I ever see you talking to her, I will kick your ass, said Sanji.
Those are high words for a man who was flat on his stomach earlier.
Shut the fuck up, Sanji. You're just a jealous, swirly eyebrow motherfucker who just wants the ladies. Listen, pal, if you want to get the ladies, you must be mature, said Sonic.
Sonic is still using 90s lingo. Holy shit.
Shut the fuck up, Sanji.
Shut the fuck up, you swirly eyebrow motherfucker. Sonic is the best character in One Piece.
I don't have to listen to you, rat. I'm warning you, stay away from her,
He
said
didn't
Sanji.
have a rebuttal. He's just saying, I'm warning you. I don't have to sit here and listen to this.
He doesn't need one.
Holy shit.
He gets called out and he's like, I don't have to listen to you. Shut up.
Gets called out and feels the twinge in his back.
Whatever, man. I'm going back to the ship, said Sonic. Good, I don't want to see you again, said Sanji.
Tossing empty insults at him as he walks away.
Later on at night, everyone was drifted off to sleep. Sanji had smiled for what he heard from today. Nami was outside of the ship looking at the moon. Soon she was joined by Sonic. That's not a broken English on my part, by the way.
I got you. Sanji is asleep in his Usopp back brace.
Moon soon she was joined by Sonic. Could not sleep either, said Sonic. Nope, said Nami. Something on your mind, said Sonic. Yeah, it's just that I like this guy, said Nami. Oh, said Sonic. Yeah, I just want him to like me for who I am, said Nami. I see. I see you've been crushing on this guy since when? Since I first met him. Oh, okay. Anyway, Nami, I'm gonna get some rest. Okay, but before you go, can I ask you something? Sure.
Oh no.
Nami was silent for a moment. She was blushing for a moment, but then speak. Good night, said Nami.
Okay, never mind.
You too, Nami, said Sonic as he went to his room and drifted off to sleep.
Wow, that was a waste of my fucking time. Don't do that again. Lest you end up in the Sanji hole.
Nah. Damn it, I screwed up on telling him, said Nami to herself. Nami was about to go to her room, but suddenly she was knocked out. Sonic noticed and rushed out of bed and was gonna save her, but the unknown kidnapper vanished.
If I can't have her, nobody can.
What a twist. Damn, don't worry, Nami, I will save you, said Sonic. Soon the others woke up and noticed Sonic. Sonic, what happened, and where's Nami? Said Luffy. She got kidnapped. I was almost saved her, but the guy vanished, said Sonic.
Luffy's like, kid, where'd she go, Sonic?
You son of a bitch! I warned you to stay away from my Nami, said Sanji. Sanji was gonna attack Sonic, but Luffy stopped him.
Sanji was gonna attack carrying his mysterious brown bag behind him.
He's gonna freaking knock Sonic over the head with his bag of shit.
With his bag of Nami.
No.
It is a mysterious brown. I gotta remember that. That's just funny to mention out of nowhere. He has a mysterious brown bag.
Like, you alluded to one thing and you alluded to another, and my brain was forced to mix them together.
Oh my god.
You son of a bitch.
I'll knock her out and I'll put her in my rice bag. No one will suspect a damn thing.
No one will suspect Nami's in here if I use the bag as a weapon. Sanji, stop! We have to save Nami, said Luffy. Okay, but I will save my love, sobbed Sanji.
Okay.
Oh look, here she is, I found her.
I'm the hero, everybody loves Sanji.
I'm better than Sonic, right?
Good grief, said Sonic. Alright, crew, let's go, said Luffy. As the crew sealed to save Nami, Sonic looked at the sky with a determined expression on his face. Don't worry, Nami. We are on the way to save you, said Sonic. And that's the end.
Ooh. I love it. I give that a Sonic's endless multi-world powers out of 10.
I rate that all the wrinkles in Sanji's crinkled, sweaty suit as he bent down behind the rock, smoking a cigarette to listen in.
Oh, the only comments are from like the same person, like per chapter, like great job, amazing, great work on the chapter, man.
Oh, okay.
So he's getting some support at least.
Good, good.
I rate that story 9 Sonic comes out of 10.
Sonic's journey to the WWE Island arc, where he learned the walls of Jericho.
And instant transmission.
And with that, our podcast recording ends forever. Next time
we are doing Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
Wow.
we haven't done that before, have
I
we?
don't think
Wow,
so.
that's crazy. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, I figure that have a big enough universe we can probably do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's tons and tons of things out there. Zelda's such a massive IP.
Oh yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Look forward to that one, fellas. Thanks everybody for listening. You can check us out on Twitter. All of our links will be in the description down below or wherever it is on the many podcasting apps and such.
Yep, all links will be in the Twitter sort of website compilation. Of course, we're on YouTube and Spotify, Google Podcasts. Eternally being blocked on Apple because there's other podcasts already called Crossing the Line.
Aw, shit.
But ours is better than theirs, so don't believe them for a second.
Apple sucks
True.
anyway.
90% of these podcasts that I see, like, that have similar names have, like, a couple episodes and they give up, but they're still blocking us because of the algorithm.
Aw, shit.
We have a Discord you can join to come hang out and chill. We don't really talk about anything in particular, but it's fun. Lots of fun people in there. Shout out to the Crossing Discord and all our boys. We got Avi, we got Torpedo Pickle, we got Samurai Whack, Just Saying Seal,
Bean Yacht.
Bean Yacht, the chef extraordinaire.
Chris Benoit.
Chris
You
Benoit.
don't say that, Steven.
Total Drama Island, Chris.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, that's the one. We got Corinji. We got why can't I? There we go. We got Alto. We got Mary Squid, Redemption, Trip, Fox Clock, 5-Inch Python, Goob, Habasukun. I'm Mark, Jordan H, Kuma, Lamp, Lulster, Monk, Sad Platinum, Torpedo, Trashman, Void BF,
And
Sinister, our boy Sinister,
Red
or girl.
Sinister.
I don't know. Either or, whatever makes you happy.
Either way.
Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye. Ending One Piece gag. Go.
You gotta play the preview music. Next time, we look at Legend of Zelda. What you Link is now in Family Guy.
Link is now in HD.
We're not gonna read a Family Guy one, I hope.
Link goes to Hogwarts and learns nothing relevant to his journey.
Draco Malfoy becomes the next incarnation of Ganondorf.
Draco Malfoy steals the green suit and says, "Looks better on me."
Draco Malfoy steals the Triforce of Power.
He rips it off his hand like a sticker and puts it on his.
It looks so much better on me, Potter.
Through sheer curiosity alone, Bob Parr finally tries out My Hero Academia.
Holy shit, this is actually good.
Helen, you gotta get in here!
Helen, it's like Naruto, but
With superheroes. But with
Yeah.
supers.
it's like Naruto, but not run through the ground yet, please.
Please don't let it be run through the ground.
This show has let me see that Naruto was in fact ran through the ground. What do you say, Bob?
And she comes in wearing like her Naruto Walmart t-shirt.
Bob watches fucking My Hero and it makes him big brain.
She stretches her neck around to look at the camera, or look at the screen.
Look at the frog. I really want to fuck the frog girl, Helen.
Bob, she's like 14.
Yeah.
She's also a drawing, come on. Fair point.
She can be whatever age you are if you dress up as her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need face paint so I can put some cell shading on my face. Look, I look like a toy. Why don't any of the toys have cell shading, though?
Helen, I'm scrolling through all of these All Might action figures, but they're all terrible. The point of All Might's character design is he has such heavy shading. Not one of them has any shading at all. These are awful.
What a bad idea it was to look through these designs.
I'm scrolling through Twitter. This guy's doing some pretty cool customs. His name's Great Mate.
What does he do?
Arrgh!
Holy shit. Helen!